Jason, it's going to be a big Saturday night. You're returning to the Gabba. The whole football world's looking forward to it. Are you?
I have looked forward to it because it's a place that I know so well. It was home for so many years, but it's probably be a very unusual feeling to be the opposition team.
Just the top of the deserves a card here.
Emotionally, it's a different game. It's a game, but it's a little bit higher for my end. There's always trepidation. I think I will be very nervous until I can really get into the warm-up and really start into that game mode where you know what you're doing, it's very familiar. But I think I'm like that anyway. I'm like that every week.
The striker genius by a coach has shifted forward in the last quarter there.
He's good, isn't he, Lee?
He is a guy who, obviously I had a lot to do with. Last year, okay, forget about last year. It was one of those years you just kind of, we learned a lot. I think he did, no doubt I did. I expect, like every week, at the moment, the last few weeks anyway, the opposition's had a guy set for me, which is good too, that's football.
Do you have any regrets?
I don't like regrets, I reckon they're for fools. The way I went about it, publicly, I felt like I was fighting a fight. It's like fighting City Hall some way. You kind of can't win, but you can, if you wanted to, you can make a lot of noise. I don't know if it gets you anywhere, and I was making probably too much noise. And I certainly don't think I'd do the same thing, not in a heartbeat.
Do you think Jonathan Brown might dip the shoulder at some stage and have a bit of a go at you?
I saw him as a young kid come up and, from country Victoria, and he still talks with him. He's got the big swagger and he's 6'5" and this big, raw-boned kid. We put a lot of time into him and, from a person who was older than him in the sense of, we tried to work together, and on the football field we had a great rapport. I hope he remembers those things, because I do. But as far as when we're on the football, he's a competitor, I'm a competitor, so you're trying to win 4 points for each other's team. But he's so much bigger than me. Most of those guys, like most blokes, if they get a head of steam and I'm in the way, I'm just going to have to try and hang on and make a tackle or something.
He goes on, looks for it, and gets it.